Welcome back to Nation of Glory, the place where legends are remembered, icons are celebrated, and the stories behind the greatest names in wrestling and entertainment are brought to life in a way you've never heard before. Today, we take you on a journey to the land of the rising sun, to the story of a woman who changed the world of professional wrestling forever. Her name is Kanako Urai, but to millions around the world, she is simply known as Asuka. Born in Osaka, Japan, Kanako Urai's story is one of determination, passion, reinvention, and resilience. From her earliest days, she was never content with simply following the path set before her. Instead, she had a vision, one that combined her love of athletic competition, performance, and creativity into something much larger than herself. Long before she stepped into a WWE ring, Asuka was already shaping herself into a force unlike any other. Growing up in Japan, Urai was a curious child, one fascinated not only by traditional Japanese culture, but also by sports, art, and technology. She was a student of life, and she carried that curiosity into everything she did. Wrestling wasn't just entertainment for her, it was an art form, a canvas where emotions, strength, and creativity all came together to tell stories that would outlive any single match. But her path to superstardom wasn't straightforward. Like many wrestlers in Japan, she had to begin at the very bottom, where training was grueling, expectations were sky high, and the future was uncertain. In 2004, she stepped into the wrestling world for the very first time, adopting the name Kenna. As Kenna, she quickly captured the imagination of Japanese audiences. She was different, her style was aggressive, her charisma undeniable, and her technical mastery stood out in every match. Kenna wasn't just another performer in the ring, she was someone redefining what women's wrestling could look like. She blended Japanese strong style with speed, agility, and submission expertise. Every move she performed looked sharp, deliberate, and full of purpose. She gave everything inside that ring, but beyond the ropes, she was also paving her own path in a very unique way. Unlike many wrestlers who focus solely on competition, Urai was also a writer, a graphic designer, and even a video game journalist. That side of her personality showed the depth of who she was, not just an athlete, but an artist. That creativity eventually spilled back into her wrestling persona, shaping Kenna into someone audiences could not forget. However, the journey was not without setbacks. Injuries slowed her down, the Japanese wrestling scene was physically punishing, and at one point, Urai even retired from wrestling, unsure if she could continue the demanding lifestyle. But her heart never left the ring. Wrestling was not just a job, it was her destiny. That break gave her time to heal, to grow, and to reinvent herself, and when she returned, she was stronger than ever. Her reputation began to grow internationally. Wrestling promotions across the world took notice of Kenna. She wasn't just a Japanese star anymore, she was becoming a global sensation. She fought in matches across Asia, North America, and Europe, earning respect for her intensity and passion. Her matches weren't just athletic contests, they were experiences. Fans left arenas knowing they had witnessed something special, something that transcended language and culture. And then, in August of 2015, her life changed forever. WWE signed Kanako Urai, bringing her to the biggest wrestling stage in the world. But this was not just a contract, it was the moment the world would meet Asuka. With her colorful masks, her bold costumes, and her mysterious aura, she reinvented herself into a larger-than-life figure. Asuka was born, and with her arrival, the women's division would never be the same. From the moment she debuted in NXT, Asuka became a phenomenon. Her entrance was captivating, fans watched her emerge with her trademark mask, her presence radiating confidence and danger. Inside the ring, she was untouchable. Match after match, she dominated her opponents with strikes, submissions, and a fire that felt unstoppable. Her undefeated streak became the stuff of legend. For over 2.5 years, no one could beat Asuka. She wasn't just winning matches, she was breaking barriers. Asuka's presence in WWE marked a turning point, where international talent could stand at the very top of the company and inspire millions around the world. She became a symbol of how wrestling is truly global, a Japanese woman standing tall on American television, proving that talent knows no borders. Her move to the main roster brought her to an even bigger stage. Fans of Monday Night Raw saw what NXT audiences had already witnessed, an unstoppable force who brought something new and fresh to WWE. Her charisma didn't rely on words alone, it was in her movements, her expressions, and her aura. Even without speaking perfect English at the time, Asuka connected with audiences through emotion, body language, and pure energy. One of her most iconic moments came when she won the first ever Women's Royal Rumble in 2018. Standing tall above some of the greatest women in wrestling history, she made it clear that this was her time. That victory wasn't just about winning a match, it was about breaking history and opening doors for those who would follow. But Asuka's journey was never just about championships or streaks. It was about resilience. Even when her undefeated streak ended, she didn't fade away, she adapted, she grew, and she continued to evolve. She became SmackDown Women's Champion, Raw Women's Champion, Women's Tag Team Champion, and Money in the Bank winner. Few wrestlers can claim such a decorated career, and yet Asuka did it all with a style that was entirely her own. Her partnership with Kairi Sane as the Kabuki Warriors brought something magical to WWE. Together, they blended Japanese culture, unique charisma, and fierce in-ring skills into a team that fans around the world adored. Their tag team reign was one of dominance, but also of joy. They had fun, they entertained, and they proved that women's wrestling could shine in every division. What sets Asuka apart, beyond her championships, is the way she makes people feel. Every time she steps into the ring, fans know they're about to see something special. Her kicks echo with precision, her submissions look unescapable, and her entrances feel like events. She embodies passion, and that passion is contagious. Even outside the ring, Asuka has remained authentic. She often shares her love of gaming, fashion, and Japanese culture with fans. She has never stopped being herself, and that honesty has only made people love her more. She's proof that you don't have to change who you are to succeed, you just have to believe in yourself, and let your true personality shine. Today, Kanako Urai Asuka stands as one of the most respected wrestlers in the world. She has inspired an entire generation of women to chase their dreams, to break boundaries, and to fight for their place in history. From Osaka, Japan, to the bright lights of WWE, her journey is a testament to what happens when talent meets resilience and when dreams are pursued with unshakable determination. Her story is still being written. Every match, every entrance, every smile, and every victory adds another chapter to a legacy that will never be forgotten. She has shown the world that greatness is not defined by where you come from, but by how far you're willing to go. So the next time you hear her music hit, the next time you see her mask glimmering under the lights, remember that behind Asuka is Kanako Urai, the woman who refused to quit, who reinvented herself time and time again, and who became one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. This has been the story of Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, the pride of Japan, and the legend of WWE. Thank you for watching Nation of Glory. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with others who love wrestling as much as you do. Your support keeps us bringing you the greatest stories from the world of wrestling. Until next time, stay inspired, stay strong, and remember the glory always lives on.